final this afternoon. Here are the umpires from Philippines and from Vietnam. So already these players in action in the round of 16 and the quarterfinals yesterday. Pak Pum and Orawan came past Vietnamese opposition in the quarterfinals. Nguyen Duc Tuan and Boy Nok Lan beaten 3-1. Vietnamese did manage to win a set in that game. Thailand were very quickly into a 2-0 lead. Clarence Chu and Zheng Zhan came past the Malaysians Chung Javan and Karen Line. Also 3-1 in that particular quarterfinal. Been well supported, the table tennis here. We start the singles a little bit later on this evening as well. 7 gold medals up for grabs, as always, in the, well, back to normal this year after the reduced schedule last time out in the Philippines. There are Thai gold medal winners back in 2017, Padasak and Suthasini, who are in the other semi-final on the other table. They're also playing Singapore opposition in Pang Yu Kion and Wong Jinru. So it could be any combination in the final. Singapore did take silver in Kuala Lumpur 4 years ago. So the other game, as you can see, just in the foreground there, has already started. So after the introductions on the other table, we are actually watching the game now between Padasak and Suthasini, defending champions, against Pang Yu Kion and Wong Jinru from Singapore. So rapid points already, 3-3, very early stages in this semi-final. Wong Jinru was part of the women's doubles team that got knocked out in the quarterfinals yesterday. So 5-3 Thailand lead in the opening game. Suthasini and Padasek, as we say, the defending champions. They took silver in Singapore in 2015. Both very experienced at SEA Games. Good power on that from Padasek, forcing the error from Pang Yu-Kion. Generated great speed on that forehand. Singapore on serve. Into the net from Padasek that time, so 6-all in the opening game. First to 11, don't forget, in terms of points of the game. Best of 5 to go through to the final. So neck and neck at the moment. Neither side able to gain any sort of advantage. 7-all. Straight into the body of Suthasini, who couldn't manage to readjust her position. So 8-7, Thailand edge in front. 3 more points needed to take the opening game. Just flicked the net cord and wins the point for Singapore. Apologies for Suthasini, just knocked her out of her stride. It's the 9-8 Singapore lead. Another good winner. That's 10-8. So game point to Singapore in the opening game here for Pang and Wong. So game point to Singapore in the opening game for a 1-0 lead. And the winner from Pang puts Singapore into the lead, 11-9 in the opening game against the defending champions. So good start for Singapore here. Going in search of gold medals. Khun Pang was a gymnast when he was older. Started table tennis when he was around 5 years of age. Put his studies on hold about 3 years ago to join the national team and further his table tennis career. And He's doing a good job of it so far. Won the men's singles in the 2019 games in the Philippines. Pancone, Padasak and Suthasini. So such a great doubles pairing. But they met their match in that first game. First winner for Singapore in game two. They're playing pretty well at the moment, these two. And one was a little out of sorts yesterday in the women's doubles. Point for Thailand, the let cord in the middle of that short rally. Didn't really help either. Back to 2-2. Well, this is one of those games that could potentially go all the way to 5 sets. Long from Pang. Obviously, yeah, 1-2-3. 3-0s a little earlier on in the competition, but now we're down to the semi-final stage. This is where the quality table tennis will be played. Long again from Thailand, so 3-all. 11-9 Singapore took the opening game, don't forget. Very close one. This one looks to be following a similar sort of pattern. Good winner, Suthasini. Singapore have been pretty dominant in this mixed doubles event, with the exception of 2017 when Thailand won the gold. Singapore had won pretty much every gold till since 1997 in Jakarta when Vietnam took gold. 8 golds in a row for Singapore in this event. Another winner from Pang. Very good, powerful forehand straight down the middle. So 5-all Thailand on serve. There's timeout called by Singapore. So leading 6-5 in the second game, leading by a game to love. Be a big boost if they could get themselves a second game on the board. That will make life very difficult for the defending champions to get back into this one. Padasak and Suthasini, who came past Dinan Huang and Nguyen Koa comfortably 3-0 in yesterday's quarterfinal. Pang and Wong had a much tougher task against the Malaysians, Wong Ki Shen and Tia Shin. Ended up winning that one 3-2. They took the final game 11-5. They really had to step up their game in that one. It was a long match, the longest match of the day yesterday, that quarterfinal. So Suthasini to serve. Singapore leading 6-5 in game 2. Just long from Suthasini again, and Singapore open up a 3-point lead here. 8-5, 3 more points needed for the second game. So Singapore on Thailand on serve rather with Padasak. Oh, it's just long. Pang and Wong working well together to try and get that one back. So 9-7, Singapore still with a 2-point lead here. Back on serve. Wong Shin Ru on the serve. Just long on the backhand. So another point clawed back here by Thailand. 9-8 now. And timeout called by Thailand. Just see that spin on that return from Padasak, which just saw the ball kick up in front of Wong Shi Ren, hence the reason she couldn't get that backhand down onto the table. Singapore coach Gao Ning, a man who had great success at SEA Games over the years and a wonderful table tennis career. Trying to guide his team to the 2 points they need here for a 2-0 lead. Into the net, good return from Pang, so it's game point, Singapore. This for a 2-0 lead. Just need to compose themselves. Wong just waiting till the applause has subsided before allowing Suthasini to get ready to serve. Long from Padasak, so Singapore into a 2-0 lead, 8-11. They've won the, or 11-8, they've won the second game. And Thailand, the defending champions, Padasak and Suthasini, up against it now in the bid to defend their title that they won in 2017. (11-9, 11-8). But the job not done yet. Singapore know that one more game will win it. Thailand have to win the remaining 3. This for a place in the final, of course. Got the men's and women's doubles semi-finals to come after this in the morning session. And then this afternoon we'll have the 3 finals, the mixed, the men's and the women's. And then this evening the singles gets underway in the men's and the women's. The 4 tables will be back in this gymnasium, and great entertainment for the fans to be able to watch 4 games simultaneously. Just the 2 tables today for the semi-finals so far. Thailand to serve then in the 3rd game, trailing by 2 games to love. First point to Pang. Coach is on his feet. That reaction was brilliant from Pang. It was in towards his body. He managed just to get his body out of the way and win the forehand. Very good shot. Padasak's returning to the net, so Singapore into a 2-0 lead here. It's got way wide from Pang. It's a slight miscue. Came off the edge. So Wang Shi ran on serve. Flipped the net cord, which just took the ball wide of the table. So back to 2-2 Thailand. Need to make a fight of this. Suthasini will be in action in the women's doubles along with Orawan, her long-term doubles partner, a little bit later on this morning. Pang is also in action for Singapore with Josh Choa in their semi-final as well. But for now, it's mixed doubles. That's a winner from Padasak. And Thailand have turned this one around, having trailed 2-love. They now lead 4-2, 4 points in a row, won by the defending champions. So 5-2 now. Thailand are just starting to turn this one over a little bit. Just a couple of unforced errors creeping into Singapore's games over the last couple of points. Point back for Singapore. Thailand still on serve. 7-3. Thailand inching closer to getting back into this semi-final. Long again from Pang. And well, in the first two games, those were clipping the table. Now they're just going long. Can often be the way. Sometimes you get off to a good start and opposition then composes themselves and manages to battle back into it. So 3 more points needed for Thailand, 8-4. Thailand unserved them with a 3-point lead. Make that a 2-point lead. Apologies again for that, just clipping the net from Pang. Brilliantly done by Padasak. Just forced Pang out wide. He looked as though he might have got that back over, just clipped the net. Good agility by both sets of players. Good shot by Wong to force Padasak wide in the first place, but it was a brilliant forehand cross table rather. Sufficient. Almost hitting that one into the umpire, not the little timeout signal symbol over. 9-7. Still the edge with Thailand in this third game. Reminder, they have to win it to take us further on in the semi-final. Patton gets another point back, so they're back to within a point, Singapore. And Thailand's advantage evaporating very quickly here. Gao Ning applause. This team have done a very good job so far. Can they finish it off in style? Back to level terms, 9-all. Pang again with too much power on that shot. On the forehand, Suthasini couldn't adjust. Trying to work that onto the backhand. Reminder, there has to be a 2-point gap, so it could go beyond the 11 points to win if it keeps going like this in terms of scoring. So Singapore on serve. Long from Suthasini, and it is match point to Singapore for a place in the final of the mixed doubles. The defending champions could be heading out here. Wong to serve, a big serve as well. Oh, into the net from Pang. Back to 10-all, so we will go beyond 11. The other game on the other table, by the way, is pretty close at the moment. Singapore took the first 2 sets in that one, but Pakpum and Orawan have just battled back in the third. So both these semi-finals going close. Into the net again from Pang. So it is game point now to Thailand to take us back to 2-1. 11 all. Both sets of players just trying to compose themselves. You almost feel there's an air of sudden death almost about this. Whoever gets themselves in front know the next point could be crucial. Into the net from Padishak once again, so match point again to Singapore. Been a very good performance by Pan Kon and Wong Shiru. Singapore still on serve. Match point and a place in the final of the mixed doubles. There's the winner off the net court away from Padishak, and Singapore into the final. Pang and Wong have done the job in 3 sets, 13-11 in that third game. Very, very good performance from Singapore. The defending champions, the gold medal winners from 4 years ago, are out. And Singapore, who've had such great success in this, are guaranteed at least a silver. They're into the final. 11-9, 11-8, 13-11. It's Padishak and Suthasini that go out.
Ta bên nhau ấm áp bạn hiền, trao yêu thương ánh mắt nụ cười tươi, rạng ngời tình bạn muôn nơi. Nào mình cùng chạm vào vinh quang, cùng bầu trời Việt Nam tỏa sáng. Con tim đôi chân sẵn sàng. Together strong as always next year. Together we will fight until the end. Tomorrow is so bright for everyone who will try. Together hand in hand, we're running right. Together we are high to the finish line. Tomorrow is so bright for everyone who will try. Đêm nay tôi bước tới đỉnh cao, vươn xa hơn hướng tới bầu trời. Sao để lại nhọc nhằn gian lao? Nơi đây tôi chạm vào vinh quang, cùng bầu trời Việt Nam tỏa sáng. Con tim đôi chân sẵn sàng. Together strong as always next year. Together we will fight until the end. Tomorrow is so bright for everyone who will try. Together hand in hand, we're running right. Together we are high to the finish line. Tomorrow is so bright for everyone who will try. Let's try.
Welcome back to our continued coverage of the 31st Southeast Asian Games, coming to you live from Hanoi in Vietnam. My name is Edward Russell, and congratulations to the table tennis mixed doubles duo who have booked their spot in the final later on tonight. The men's doubles and the women's doubles coming up shortly from the gymnasium, as well as all the athletes look to add to Singapore's medal tally here at the 31st Games. This is how things currently